Hi, my name is Marietta Mehanni, and today we are going to do what I call the grounded mambo. Now, I'll tell you what a mambo looks like to me. So it's a jog forwards and a jog back, but one leg is going in front and then behind. So what does a grounded one look like? Well, one leg stays on the bottom of the pool, and then I move this other leg to the front and behind. Now, there's a few ways to do this so that you can get really good intensity. So firstly, you can add both arms as you do this. So adding both arms, fingers are open, and you're turning the palms in the direction of the movement. Both hands go the same way. The other thing is to lift the knee up. It needs to come up. If you're just tapping like this to the front and the back, you won't feel anything. So you've got to lift the knee up and go in front. The other thing that's important is to try to get the foot to go as far across and as far behind as you can at the tempo that you've dictated. So front, behind, front, behind, front. Oh. It's a really good workout for your abdominals and your inner and outer thigh. Now the other way that you can add intensity is just use one hand. This hand goes on the waist. So the hand of the leg, front, back. And now that arm's got to do all the work. So now I'm feeling it a lot more in my bicep and in my tricep as I pull back. Chest is working. Shoulders are working. Yeah, very good. So, and my heart rate's just gone up a little bit. Now it's fun to play around with these ones because you can do some jogging mambos, then get them grounded, and then get them doing it with one arm. Wow, that's so cool to do that. And then you could repeat the whole process again or put a combination together, shall we? Let's do it. So 1, 2, back, 4 jogging, and then go front, back, front, back, front, back. You could do 4 of each with just one arm, or let's try this. Jogging mambo for 2, grounded mambo for 2, and then 4 with just one arm. Yeah, baby. And then go jogging. Right arm's getting a workout here. Grounded, both arms. And then go 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. I think my shoulder, my arm's just tired. But great exercise. That got my heart rate up, and that was interesting to do. Both combining all of the different options. Give it a go. Try it out yourself. Great abdominal exercise, great upper body exercise, and that is this week's Aqua Tip. Well, Russell and I are going to demonstrate, or maybe not, he's leaving the room, demonstrate how you teach this on land. Now, I do want to say something here about your body as an instructor. If you have any sort of ankle or knee issues, my recommendation for you is to make sure you have something like a chair or something that you can hold on to. And the reason for that, just putting my chair here, is that there's quite a lot of rotational movement that's happening in that knee. Now, if you're doing this with a completely locked out leg and you're doing that mambo action here, it is possible without doing too much movement at the knee, but I do recommend that you have something to hold on to for that. Otherwise, if you do have better balance, bend your knee, because your knee can tolerate some internal and external rotation as long as it is slightly bent. So just keep that in mind for this one. This is for the grounded mambo. So the jogging mambo, which I demonstrated before, the leg goes to the front and the leg goes to the back. Now the arms are sweeping across the torso, the fingers are really wide apart, and your palms are turning in the same direction into the water. Now, the most important aspect of this, or there's two parts actually, is you want to get that leg as far over and as far behind as you can. You also want to indicate that to your participants. And the other part is lifting the knee up. So that's the two aspects for lower body. But if it's not complemented with beautiful, long, strong arms pushing into the water, then it sort of loses its effectiveness. So there's three parts really, isn't there? The movement with the leg to the front and behind, the lifting of the knee, and also the pulling of the arms. And then it's this amazing workout. So the jogging mambo, as I would teach it, is I would demonstrate it, and then I would stop and focus on the part where the leg's moving, and also where the knee is lifting up high, and the arms, and then I would go back to that movement pattern. So when we did the stable mambo, which is where one leg stays still on the pool floor, he is so determined to be in the way. Look at this. He's like, I want to be a star of the show. He's looking, it's so funny. I'll just move here a little bit. So this is where you're keeping that leg stable, and you need to tell your participants to keep their foot flat to the bottom of the pool. And I usually use my hands like this. Press your foot down so it's flat and hard against the bottom of the pool, so that they can identify the difference between the two. And then of course you can add both arms. See how my knee is bent as I do it without the chair? Or you've got just one arm action. And again, focus on the pulling up of the leg. So when we did the combination, the final one where we had two of the jogging mambo, two of the stable mambo with two arms, and then the four with the one arm, the whole thing would look like this. So jogging mambo for two, stable mambo for two, one arm mambo for four. And I use my fingers this way because it helps with people who are visual learners. And of course I'm saying it as well, but it also means I don't have to keep verbally cueing. I can just put my fingers up once I've established the movement pattern. So it's a little bit complicated. So I have one, and then I put my hand up for the second one. Then I had the stable one, I put my hand up for the second one. Then we've got the four, and I put my hand up on the second one and place it back down on the hip. Okay, so there's a few teaching techniques that I've just shared with you. Remember, if you have any knee issues, get a chair. And this is a great exercise. It's a one-sided movement, so you could do something else and then repeat on the other side and teach it down. So teach a jogging mambo, teach the stable mambo with two arms, give them the option to go with one arm, and then start putting your combination together. And that, with Russell this week, is the aquative.